person you're waiting for, the entire room, who we're celebrating, one and only, performs all over tri-state area. Please welcome my friend Marie
LeBand. Thank you. Hey, Princeton. Yeah. All right, I brought my fan club. It's so good to be back in Princeton, because I got a smart crowd, right? I can use big words tonight, and I won't be called woke. Anyway, my name is Marie LeBand, and otherwise known as the Bohemian Sage. And I'm a retired lady, and I suck at retirement. Anybody have this problem? I don't like anything retired people do. I'm popular, pickleball. They're taking a ping pong ball and hitting it in the sun. I don't hit balls and I don't do sun. Mahjong, I've looked at that game. What the fuck are they doing? Ukulele. Oh, that's where they love ukulele groups. I own a Martin guitar. Why would I do that? And one of the worst things retired people love is bitching gossip about others in their retirement community. I didn't like it when I was in junior high school. I'm not going to start now. So I had to find something to do. And I thought about it. I've done everything, acting, music. And I thought, every comedian I know that's great has a plethora of mental illness. And I thought, oh my God, I'm meant to be a comedian. Right? All right. I only have 20 minutes tonight, so I really can't go through all my mental infirmities. But I'll just start with a few of the fun ones. One of my problems is I have a dysphoria, very popular today. You hear about it. People have body dysphoria, gender dysphoria. I have age dysphoria. Anyone hear that? Anyone? Yeah. That is someone, like myself, I am a adorable 20-year-old trapped in the body of a 70-year-old woman. Please, don't tell me different. It's painful. I called up Medicare. I said, hey, my doctor said I have age dysphoria. I need a facelift.
Medication pay for it.
They should pay for it. And you know what they did? Jack. They hung up on me. So what am I supposed to do? One thing, there's a godsend that happens to a lot of elderly people. I didn't really understand how bad my condition was. I had cataracts. Anyone have cataracts? You see the world in a beautiful cloud. I went to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor said, how did you get here? I said, I drove. She said, you're legally blind. Well, I said, Doc, I just look at the line in the middle of the road and follow that. I've been fine. So I actually had the surgery, and I came home in an hour. And my beautiful face, I was able to see for the first time in years. And I said, holy shit, what happened to me? Oh, God, I want my cataracts back. Whoa. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. Well, I try not to. I got rid of most of the mirrors in my house. And if my makeup looks kind of funny to you, it's because I'm doing it blind. I can't watch. And one of the things that I do for my age dysphoria is I try to dress like a hippie chick on my way to Woodstock, ready to rip off all my clothes and go skidding dipping in a mud puddle. But I'm not going to do that tonight because I have to save that for my Netflix special. So, I probably look like Jabba the Hutt anyway, you know. But yeah, it's you've seen people like me before. Now you know it's called age dysphoria. Next time you're at ShopRite and you have that lady in front of you, and she has her skinny jeans on with her knee-high boots and her beautiful long hair, you don't think a 70-year-old has hair like this, do you? It's not going to happen, ladies. $16.99 on Amazon. You never have to age as far as the hair. And anyway, when you see that lady pushing her shopping cart, and you say, "Oh, she could be a hot chick," and let me get in front of her, and you look back and you see me, and you go, "What the hell? Where's the orthopedic shoes?" You know? And I want to ask you all a favor, okay, please, my fantasy. Turn around, look at me, and give me a wink. You'll make my day. Right? Thank you. That's all we need is a little understanding. You know, I'm a single lady, could you guess? But I feel no regrets. I totally deserve being single. You see, one of my other infirmities is I have a poor retention span. I lose focus. So I always had to date the guys that were passionate, exciting, and crazy out of their minds. And I'd meet a guy like that and I'd say, "Buckle up my seatbelt, we're going on a roller coaster ride." And I would have the best time with this crazy maniac. And about 6 to 8 months later, I can't take it. I'm done. And I'd have to dump him. Every time I'd have to dump him. And then I'd go 2 months at home alone. And then I'd say, "You know what? I'm ready to go hunting again." You know, and I'd have to get in my hunting weight, you know, so you'd always have to go on that pre-hunting diet. But I'd always pick the same kind of guy. Crazy as all fucking hell, but boy, he captured anybody's attention. But you know what? You wind up alone. And I finally have calmed down quite a bit where I thought, you know what? It might be nice to have a guy that's only half crazy. You know, someone will hold my hand and we could put him in another room when he's having a crazy episode or something. And what happened is, I just want to warn some people that haven't hit the 7-0 yet. You might want to settle down a little sooner because the pickings get really slim. Is that true, ladies? We got slim pickings out there. And I try. But the slim pick, I noticed there's like two kind of guys out there. There's this wonderful gentleman. I mean, he's probably married for years. He's very well domesticated. And he's lonely. His wife probably died of boredom years ago. And he really wants a partner really badly. And he's a sweetheart. And he wants you to come over his house and watch him watch TV while he sits on the sofa. Now, another one of my mental disorders is I have ADD. I can only watch someone on the sofa for 10 minutes and I'm done. I'm out of there. But if any of you don't have ADD and don't mind watching this guy on the sofa, there's a dinner for you every Saturday night at Cracker Barrel. True. And then there's this other kind of guy. He's full of joie de vivre, full of life, still wants to do everything. Fun, you know, travels. He'll even go to theater now and then if I twist his arm. And, but you know what? He's looking for a gal 20 to 30 years younger. And you know what a 50-year-old woman is to a 70-year-old guy? It's called nature's Viagra. With me, they have to swallow the bottle. It's too expensive. So, what are you going to do? You know, but there is another option, I was telling a friend. But you have to plan on this sooner in life. You can get anyone at any age, at any time, if you own a beach house in the Hamptons. So, I'm checking tonight. I bought my lottery ticket. It's up to 700 million. I may be married by next week. No. But I gotta win the lottery. So, right? You know, when I was younger, a true story, I was a geriatric social worker. Believe it or not, I was running programs for people like me. If I was geriatric, which I'm not, but all my friends are. But they hang around with me, even though I'm really young. But anyway, I always remember watching them. The guys, they could be 90 years old, pushing a walker, and they'd go up to the ladies. They'd still have a twinkle in their eye. They'd say, "Hey, cutie, you want to go out to dinner with me this weekend?" Or, you know, they'd still want a woman. And the women would all gang together and they'd go, "Oh, no, forget it. Get out of here. We don't want you." And I'd go, and I was in the height of my dating frenzy at that age, in my 30s. And I couldn't understand it. I'd go, "Ladies, what's the matter? The guy's a nice guy. You could have someone to cuddle with." "Oh, no, we put in our time." So, I've been there, done that. Well, I just scratched my head and I didn't understand. But now that I'm their age, and I've gone through the changes, so my ovaries maybe aren't as active as they used to be. I'm coming to understand that they lied to me. They didn't tell me the true reason that they didn't need a man. I figured it out, and a lot of my friends have. Cats. Cats. Yes, cats. Once you've had a cat, you really don't need a man anymore. Everyone knows about my husband, Mr. Darcy. Don't we all know about Mr. Darcy? Mr. Darcy is the most gorgeous, big, furry Maine Coon. He is perfect. Stupid as all heck. Just sits there and looks at me. And he stares at me, but he does nothing. He's a perfect husband. And I thought I'd share with you, because I had to write it down because my memory isn't what it was. There were so many reasons, and I don't want to destroy any of you married couples, your marriages. But it's something to think about, okay? Why cats make better husbands. Here we go. Number one. Now, old people, something we really love are crime stories. I watch them all the time, and if you notice all the commercials are for life insurance, Medicare, everything. Old people love murder. Ask me any murder, I probably know it. I love watching murders. And one thing I know is you're most likely to be killed by that person living in your house. Your cat will not kill you. I am safe every night. Your cat will never leave you unless you leave the door open. A man will open the door. All right, here we go. Here's a good one, ladies. You can have more than one cat. Could you imagine bringing a guy home saying, "Honey, I need another husband"? They're not good about that. Most cats will say, "Who's that?" and they may run and hide if you bring another cat home, but you're good. If you need more, get it. You don't need to put on makeup for your cat, right? You're not going to scare anyone, and at my age, without makeup, it's a scary thing. Okay, you don't need to cook gourmet meals anymore. That's one thing the ladies were talking about. "I don't want to cook anymore." Well, all I have to do is put kibble in a bowl, and I'm good to go. Right? Here we go. We got a lot of stuff here. Cats never leave the toilet seat up. Gentlemen, think about it. Next time your wife gets mad, she may be getting a cat. They may kick a little nugget out, but that's a little easier than falling in the bowl at midnight. Your cat will never cheat on you. And this not only goes for husbands, but for people that own those darn golden retrievers. They are sluts. Anyone have a golden retriever? Oh my God. They will go home with anyone. A cat, they'll hide. So they will not cheat on you, and don't get a golden retriever. I used to have them. They're sluts. All right. Cats will never argue with you. In fact, they don't even speak. Unless you get a Siamese cat. Don't get a Siamese cat. One recommendation. They don't shut up. They're a weird thing. They're not really cats. Okay. Cats are better snugglers than men. I mean, when you think about a lot of guys, they want to go right to it. But when you think about it, a cat will purr and snuggle. Does your husband do that? Is he a good snuggler? Maybe you won't have to get a cat then. Guys, learn to be more cat-like. That's what I'm saying. If you do have a wife, be more like a cat. All right. One thing about men, though, cats really suck at kissing. Men are better kissers than cats because French kissing is one thing, but the licking, I think if I'm going to do kissing, I might need a guy. All right. So they're not getting, cats don't lie. They will never lie to you. They just stare. Even a dog will lie to you. You'll go, who did that? And they'll go. A cat will just stare at you. Just stare at you and say, what are you, crazy asshole? They don't want to do it. My daughter-in-law really worries about me when I talk about my Mr. Darcy is my husband. She actually called the mental health center and said, I think my mother-in-law's out of her mind. She thinks she's married to her cat. They said, look, she's not hurting anyone, and she's not a danger to herself. Leave her alone. So we settled that. But I had my share of dating. But I learned, our J.D. Vance really made people like me very popular during the election cycle with the childless cat ladies. I even got a T-shirt. We're all very proud to be childless cat ladies, right? I really worry about his marriage because he's been going around the world with his wife. And whatever country they go to, they get booed. If I had to go with a guy that I always got booed, I don't know, a cat would start looking better. You ought to worry. If she brings the cat home, J.D., whoop. Better not do it. Anyway, I think that not everyone knows, but I'm called the Bohemian Sage. Anyone know what a sage is? A sage is a wise woman. I've been wise my entire life. Ask my son. I know everything. Ask my friends. I have an answer. I knew everything even when I was a teenager. Ask my dead mother. I think I killed her. But in my shows, I love to share with you my insight of the week that only a sage would know. And there's certain things like right now, jobs over time, over millennium, like there's no more hunter and gatherers. And there's no more town criers. Anyone know what a town crier did? There's no more, when I was growing up, there was a milkman. Anyone remember a milkman? The older crowd. We used to have milk delivered to our door. There were supermarkets at the time, so why the milk came to the door, I don't know. But that's a profession people don't do anymore. And then there was, I remember my father-in-law told me, his first job, he was an iceman. I said, what the heck is an iceman? And they used to deliver ice to everyone's house because they didn't have refrigeration. It was put in an ice box. That's a career that's over. So there's always new careers starting up. So I know our president wants to bring back coal mining. I'm sure people are dying to go back down in the mines. Right? I know. So times change. That's all I want to say. And there's something I noticed on Facebook. There's this woman that comes up, comedian. They call her Doreen. I don't know if anyone's seen Doreen on Facebook. She's fabulous. She's this older woman with coiffed hair. She's wearing a Gucci suit and a Birkin bag, and she gives you advice on dating. She's an old gold digger. And but her whole presentation as a stand-up comedian, flawless. She's flawless. I mean, they'll say, Doreen, there's a guy I really like. How can I go after him? She goes, what are you, a golden retriever? You don't go after me. But it's her, she's better than any comedian I've seen. And friends of mine have seen Doreen. Have you seen Doreen? No. Well, anyway, I wanted to go see her at a comedy club. And I was searching because I said, this woman is fabulous, because I could really learn from her. Well, after researching, I found out something about Doreen. Doreen is AI. Here's my prediction. In 5 years or so, there will be no more comedy clubs. Who likes comedy clubs? Yay! They're going to be gone. Stand-up comedians, the way to do stand-up comedy is to break out your computer and develop an AI character, because they're going to put everyone to shame. But what you can do? So I'm going to have to find a new career. So I started looking into it, and I was thinking, what haven't I done? I've done a lot. Well, yeah. But I was thinking, people like their presidents to have absolutely no experience in politics. I have no knowledge of politics. I have never read the Constitution. I know nothing. So everyone, if you're afraid, I may be running for president if this comedy thing doesn't work out.
Vote for Marie.
I'm really good at marketing, and I even came up with my hat. I don't like baseball caps because it really ruins my hair. I thought of a powder blue beret that says MAKA, M-A-K-A, Make America Kind Again. Who doesn't want that? You better vote for me. Well, if this whole comedy thing doesn't work out, you're going to all come and support me as a presidential candidate, right? My name is Marie LeVance, and I want to thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Give it up for Marie, guys. Give it up for Marie.